Okay, now we're going to check out a specific luffing jib set on the LTM1750.91. And we'll put it in at 0,0. And we have a tower section for a wind project and a simple representation of a nacelle or something like that. Let's zoom in on the crane for a moment. We're going to do a little configuration work on the crane. And if you notice, we have a modest amount of counterweight on the crane. We're going to change that. So we go to layers, and we see that 136K counterweight is turned on. And we're going to turn that off and freeze it. And then we're going to highlight the 450K, and we're going to thaw that and turn it on, thereby changing the amount of counterweight on the crane. And we can do similar things with the outrigger extension. You notice here we got full outriggers and mid outriggers, and we can toggle from one to another. So let's see how our counterweight looks. We got much more counterweight on the crane. Looks good. And we have a particular configuration that we're going to use. And let's look at the operations of the crane. And it's the guide system, of course. So we have a number of different fixed jib configurations we can work with, and also a couple of different luffing jib configurations. And we're going to choose this one here, TYV2VEN. So we start it up. And nil is a good thing. It means that the executable file for the crane loaded properly. So now we're going to go ahead and configure that luffing jib. And I want you to focus on the guide system for the crane as I hit this command. You see it widen, it spread out from 35 degrees to 45 degrees. And that is the required spread for using the luffing jibs. And we're going to choose 161 foot of main. We're going to be at 84 degrees inclination. And we're going to choose 80-foot luffer. Takes a moment here. And we're going to be at 65-foot radius. And arbitrarily we'll set our hook height at 90 feet. And let's look from the front. And we have achieved a very good configuration. Everything is looking proper as it should. Let's look at things from above for a moment. There's a 65-foot radius circle drawn. I'm going to take the wind tower elements. They have been scooted out of the way. I'm going to put them back. I moved them 1,000 inches. Now they're in position. Let's zoom in on that tip region, and that's the tip sheave right there. So we are dead on the money. We are on 65 feet. And let's look at some layers again. And you should see a layer called 175091 JLoad. We'll double click on it, make it current. And now we're going to go to a southwest isometric here. And we are going to hook up to our payload and lift it to the top of the tower stack. So we're going to use a command here, very efficient command. It's actually 3 commands in one. It will swing, boom up or down, and raise and lower the hook to make the crane connect to a point that you specify. And the point that we specify is going to be the node point in the apex of that rigging. And we very efficiently connect right up to our payload. Now we're going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to do a CHPROP, change property of all that stuff. We're going to put it on a layer called 175091 JLoad. Okay. And now we're going to raise the hook. And we're going to raise it to 277.833, 277 foot 10 inches. Looks good. And now we're going to swing. .45 degrees. And the load is positioned. Looks good. Let's look at it from a front view. Looks good. Let's turn on a layer that we have prepared called PDF Side View. We're going to unfreeze it and turn it on. And it's actually from the Liebherr sales brochure, and it shows this same geometry that we just configured. Everything's the same. I'm going to copy that clearance circle over right in that region. And I'll zoom in and have a closer look at it. And I'd say we're in agreement here. Liebherr has 304 foot for the tip sheave. And let's see what we got. We'll list 304 foot 6 3/16. That's pretty good. Okay, so again, I'd say we've got just about perfect correlation between the lift planner software crane model and the Liebherr factory crane drawing model. So thank you for watching this video.